Welcome to a new e-learning paradigm, a plusmap.ai. All right, welcome AP Econ students. You know how sometimes a price changes just a little bit and everyone stops buying something? But other times the price of something else, like gas, can skyrocket and we all just keep buying it? Well, today we're going to figure out why. We're building your complete toolkit for mastering elasticity, which I promise you is a huge part of the AP exam. So here's the game plan. First, we're going to decode what elasticity even means. Then we'll dive into how price changes affect what buyers and sellers do. After that, we'll look at how other stuff, like how much money you make, can shift demand. And stick around, because I've got a pro tip about when to pay attention to positive and negative signs. This one trips a lot of people up. Finally, we'll wrap it all up with the ultimate cheat sheet so you can walk into that exam feeling confident.
Okay, let's get right to it. What is this whole elasticity thing anyway?
This is really the big question, isn't it? Answering this isn't just about scoring points on the test. It's about, actually understanding the world around you. And the key that unlocks this entire idea is elasticity.
That's really it. Let's not make it more complicated than it needs to be. When an economist talks about elasticity, they're just asking, hey, if I poke this one thing over here, how much does that other thing over there react? It's all about measuring responsiveness.
All right, let's start building our toolkit. We're going to start with the two big ones, the heavy hitters. And they're both all about how people, buyers and sellers, react when price is the thing that's changing.
First up, we have the price elasticity of demand, or PED. This one is all about the consumer side of the story. It's a tool that tells us exactly how much you, the buyer, freak out or don't when the price tag on something changes.
So the number you get from the PED formula is like a secret code. If that number is bigger than 1, we say demand is elastic. That means buyers are really responsive. If it's less than 1, it's inelastic. Buyers pretty much shrug and keep on buying. And if it's exactly 1, that's unit elastic. It's that simple.
Let's make this super clear. Think about iPhones. If the price goes way up, you've got choices, right? You can buy a different phone or just wait. Your demand is elastic. But gasoline? You got to get to where you're going, so even if the price hurts, you pay it. Your demand is inelastic. It's that classic difference between a want and a need.
Okay, let's flip the coin and look at this from the other side. The sellers. Price elasticity of supply, or PES, is all about how much the producers can change their level of production when the price they can get for their stuff changes.
And you know what? The rules are pretty much the same. If the value is greater than 1, supply is elastic. That means companies can easily make more stuff to sell at that new, higher price. If the value is less than 1, supply is inelastic. It's just hard for them to quickly change how much they're making.
Think about it this way. If people suddenly want more custom cakes and are willing to pay more, a bakery can just, bake more cakes. Supply is elastic. But what about land on the beach? No matter how high the price goes, you literally can't make more of it. That supply is about as inelastic as it gets.
Okay, quick toolkit check. We've got our price tools down. Now we're going to add 2 more that are about how demand changes, not because of its own price, but because of other things going on in the economy. This is where it starts to get really cool.
So let's talk income elasticity. This has nothing to do with price. It's all about your income. It tells us how your demand for something, let's say going out for steak dinners, changes when you suddenly get a raise, or, when your summer job ends. This is so important for businesses trying to figure out what's going to happen when the economy is good versus when it's bad.
Now here's the really interesting part. The sign of the number, whether it's positive or negative, tells you the whole story. If you get more money and you buy more of something, like a nice steak, that's a normal good. It has a positive elasticity. But if you get more money and you buy less of something, like cheap instant ramen, that's an inferior good. It's got a negative elasticity because you're upgrading. And our last tool for the kit is cross-price elasticity. This one is all about the relationship between different products. It measures how the demand for good A is affected when the price of some totally different good B changes. Like, what happens to Coke sales if Pepsi changes its price? They're connected.
And just like with income, the sign is everything. If the price of Pepsi goes up and people buy more Coke instead, they are substitutes. The cross-price elasticity will be positive. But if the price of coffee goes up and, as a result, people buy less coffee creamer, those two things are complements.
You use them together, and so the cross-price elasticity is negative.
Okay, everybody lean in for a second. This is the pro tip. This is the thing that will really help you nail these questions on the exam. It's something that confuses a lot of students, but we're going to clear it up right now.
So this is the million-dollar question. We've seen some negative signs pop up. When do we actually care about them, and when do we just ignore them? Getting this straight is such an easy way to grab some points on test day. Here it is, the one rule to rule them all. For price elasticity, so PED and PES, you ignore the negative sign. You just use the absolute value. All we care about is the magnitude. Is the number bigger or smaller than 1? That's it. But for income and cross-price elasticity, the sign is everything. It tells you about the relationship. Is it a normal good or an inferior one, a substitute or a complement? Get that difference down and you are absolutely golden.
All right, we have officially built our entire elasticity toolkit. So now, let's put it all together on one single page. This is your final cheat sheet.
This slide right here, this is your best friend for the AP exam. Go ahead, take a screenshot. It has everything we just talked about. All 4 types, a quick reminder of what they measure, the key rule to remember, whether you're looking at the number or looking at the sign, and a classic example to make it stick. This is your whole review in one spot.
And that's a wrap. That is your complete guide to elasticity. We've unpacked the concepts, we've filled your toolkit, and you've got the rules to nail this on the exam. But now the real test begins. Apply it. Look around you at the things you buy every day and ask yourself that question. What's the one thing you'd keep buying no matter what? Once you can answer that and explain why, you're thinking like an economist.
We hope you're excited for what's next. For more learning materials, please visit aplusmap.ai.